So triple Alistairs. Of course, I'm playing Mekk Knights, so 3 purples, only 2 blue. Because I play a single copy of the field spell. I mean, not the field spell, the E-Teleport, the quick play spell card that just came out recently. The reason why is because I wanted to see more spell cards in my deck. I didn't really want to break into too many monsters, so that's pretty much why I did that. I played the Indigo and then the Yellow Star. The reason why you play the Yellow Star over the red one is because in the format of Trick Stars and Pure Striker, this comes out more than anything. And if most of the time when you're playing against Goki, you don't ever get to the point where you actually get to summon the red, so don't play that card. Hand traps comes with every deck. I played 3 Ash. I chose to play 2 Valor at this event simply because I actually just didn't have 2 more copies of Impermanence. I did prior, but I decided that this was actually better because Impermanence isn't really that good after you draw it as your 6th card, let's say. It's not really good against Trick Star because it's mainly dead because they can just kill shot it with a field spell. So this was actually a lot better in the long run. So those are the only hand traps I played. I played 2 Phantom Skyblaster, arguably probably one of the better cards in the deck. This card just lets you explode. I can't tell you how many times that I just summoned this and the game was automatically over. Really good card. And then if people know who I am, I'm the Spiral Tough, so I had to keep some spirals in it. I actually played Super Agent. I didn't play this as a gimmick. I actually played it because it's really, really good right now. Like I said, in the format of Trick Stars, in the format of Pure Sky Striker, it's a searchable, because you play 3 terraforming, it's a searchable out to back row, potentially, and it also gives you knowledge of what your opponent is playing, even if you miss. And then at worst case scenario, it is an extra level 4 fodder and a monster you can special summon that actually does something. And then also, because of the Resort being in the deck, it actually gives you a chance to shuffle cards back like Phantom Skyblaster, your hand traps, or even your Mekk Knights. And in the long run, that's really good. I can't tell you how many times that actually really helped out. So for my field spell lineup, obviously 3 Magic Meltdown, you want to see Alistair. I can't tell you how many. I was never a fan of playing multiple copies of a single normal summon. But after playtesting with the deck a lot, I realized that there's a lot of games where I was playing 9 Alistairs and I still wasn't drawing a single one. So I just decided to keep it at maxed out. It was really good. Obviously, the triple terraforming and then 2 invocation. A lot of people like to play 3. I know a lot of people would play 3B simply to play through reincarnation because sometimes most players will go ahead and wait for you to search your invocation and shotgun the trap card so you can get rid of it, potentially draw into the second one. But I did main 2 copies of Call of the Grave so I can avoid that from happening. And also, you just don't really want to break. In a deck of like Mekk Knights, there's a lot of hands that you can draw in this deck that are potentially bricks and they'll match your game state. So that's why you play cards like Triple Pod Desires, so that you get your hands out of those kind of situations. And then obviously I played triple of the Hornet Drones. It's just so crazy how this whole Sky Striker engine really just changed the game. Almost every deck in the game is playing it. I played 2 copies of Call by the Grave, also really good. It's like essentially like another hand trap, but just can't get stopped by opposing Call of the Graves, so you don't get draw lock combo. You don't want that to happen in the deck that searches a lot. Alright. So I opted to play 1 copy of the World Legacy Memory. I know there's a lot of players that play more copies of it, but I felt like you only really need it once. Most of the time you only resolve blue once, and like I said, I wanted to play less copies of monsters. I know this is still essentially a monster, but it ups my spell count, so mathematically it can really help me see other cards. Honestly, it was probably the perfect number to play. I did play 1 Engage. I didn't have 2 more copies for this tournament, but in theory, we were also talking about how this deck probably doesn't need 3 copies of Engage anymore, simply because once you see Hornet Drones, you don't need another copy of it. So that's actually kind of worked out as well, because once you have it once, you'll never need it again. Most of the time, you're just killing your opponent. I played 3 evenly matched, probably the MVP of the day. I don't know why people don't play this card. This card's really good. Even when you don't have it and you can bluff your opponent into playing into it and then into reincarnation, and then you actually end up drawing the card, it's literally just a blowout. Because like the games that you don't draw hand traps against Trick Stars, this is actually essentially a replacement to have a chance of coming back in the game, because most of the time Trick Stars go like +3 and they set like 4 back rows for Yugioh. So this actually really helps a lot. I played 1 copy of Impermanence because, again, I played the 2 Valors over the other copies today, and it worked out. So for the extra deck, best tokens in the game, it's all about family. Except for these ones, these were Skyblaster. I played 2 Mekaba, and then I played 1 Perka Trio, This is what won me my finals match because I attacked into 4 scapegoats on Mikey. I love you, I'm sorry. Oh, he's gone. Alright, so yeah, if you don't, it does piercing damage, flip scapegoats, it's almost game every single time. I played 2 Kingari. I don't play the blue one, I forget her name, honestly, I just know what the cards do. The reason why I didn't play is because most of the time when you're making the blue one in this deck, you're already falling behind, and the chances are you're probably going to lose that game anyways. And plus on top of that, I played less copies of Engaged, so this was perfect. The bigs, Yugioh, Orla, Deco Talker, Agrisu. This helps you get out of Goki boards. Also, because I play Phantom Skyblaster, this card's really, really easy to make. It's a free spot removal, because most of the times you can climb up the ladder, pop a card with your Nightmares, and then you can go up to this and just essentially clear the whole board. So this was really good. Space Insulator, Goblin, Cerebus, Phoenix, Link Spider, not Link Karibo because the Phantom Skyblaster tokens are level 4, so you can't make Link Karibo essentially. Shout out to my boyos from Stockton for making me realize that, because there's a lot of plays I wouldn't have done today if I hadn't had this in my extra deck. And then the Essential Underclock Taker, it's pretty much a staple in every Invoked deck. It helps you go for game more. Alright, and for the side deck I played 3 Hey Trune. This card's really good. If you guys aren't playing this, I would honestly recommend you guys picking it up. It's really good against Trick Stars, and it's really, really good against the Pure Striker deck, because most of the time whenever they go, the one that sets all of them in the zones at the end phase, this is an instant out, and it banishes all of them, because since they left the board, they all get banished. They don't get to get it back to their hands, so they neg 3. It's a really good card, guys. You should really be playing it. 3 red reboot. It was for the Altergeist deck. I know I'm already playing 3 evenly matched, but most of the time you could kill shot that deck very easily, so that's why I went ahead and decided 3 red reboot. It's also good against Trick Stars, but it's also essentially really bad because then they could just burn you to death, because you do have to pay half your life points. This is the Spice. Shout out to my teammate Rob. He topped Nationals. We built this deck together. We were citing 3 Spell Counselors. This card is literally just an auto win against the Pure Striker deck. What's cool about this is that you don't even have to tribute summon it. You can just special summon it from your hand off Yugioh, or you can just naturally tribute summon it off of the Hornet Drones. It's really good. I would recommend playing it. And then I cited a few more hand traps just for the Gokis. I played the 2 Ghost Ogres, 2 Ghost Bells, and then 2 Kaijus. The Kaijus aren't that good because like most of the time like they give you the Ibli. But in this deck, you can actually get rid of the Ibli a lot easier because there's a way for you to tribute summon them, and then you're playing a lot of ways to only summon monsters anyways. But so these are the extra hand traps that I decided just going second. My deck does want to go second in general, and it performed very well. I finished first after Swiss with a 5-0 record, and then I went out to the finals. So essentially 8-0. But that's the deck that I played, guys.
I appreciate it. Congratulations on winning the UDS Qualifier. We'll see you at the shop.
No problem. Thank you.